This is the method we were talking about. This is a short of length delivery, and he doesn't like to get close to the ball. He stays back so that he can get under the ball and then trust his nowhere close to the line of the ball, but the intent is to just cash in the first 6 overs. Just 60% of the bat is good enough to get 4.
Oh, just past the bowler that time. Just past the bowler.
Got to say, so far good bowling from Bangladesh. He saw Abhishek charging, and Abhishek at the last minute was trying to bail out of this shot. The intent was to go long on.
Slip in position. Give it straight, a little bit leg side. End of his first over. 2 done, 10 for none. This is quite a nice little head-to-head to watch for now. Tanzim bowling to Abhishek. For today's game, he's only bowled 7 balls. Check out as his run in his first over.
Because when you bat second, you have just a you just have 10 runs on the board. It's not because the batters are doing anything improper or incorrect. Just a reminder who's shot to send the left arm a bigger.
Oh, and Jack Ali's put him down.
He's in a
Would have been one serious story.
T20 international.
And on the balance, stops it from going for 4. It's good work in the outfield. Sweetly picked up.
It was a great shot, but the fielder for a while was in business. It seemed like he was getting close to the ball. And the only reason that happened is we have a long boundary on the leg side today.
Tanzim certainly is charging in at the moment. Trying to bowl with a bit of extra pace against these two guys. He's going to have to bowl an extra delivery, I think, with a bit of extra pace as well, because he's overstepped there. He hasn't. The umpire had his arm out actually there, but he's that's a little bit leg side. Maybe he's going to have both arms out this time. Yes, he does.
Yeah, the first ball that has been off target. We all saw him for the first time. We're talking about Tanzim here in Asia Cup tournament in Sri Lanka. Where you could see the obvious. You know, he's not one of your tall, strapping fast bowler like Tuskin. Very athletic. Great attitude, I think.
Really good energy, which was nice to see. Oh, that's superbly timed. Superbly timed. Slow delivery. Just had to wait a fraction. Checked himself a little bit. Drove it beautifully on that onside. And picking up 3 to retain the strike. 17 for none. Bangladesh, in case you're just joining us. Delay at the moment while there's a bit of equipment being looked at. New grip, I think he was having a few problems with that grip earlier. I just want to have a quick look at this for some reason. Pretty sure why.
He just wanted to be sure because it was the Shubman Gill shot played with such great timing. How didn't it reach the rope? He was just trying to solve the mystery. Tohid Hridoy, how good was he the last game against Sri Lanka? Ruchira, he reckoned that one was going to go for boundary quite easily.
Assume again. Advances down and just belts that one along the ground for 4. Terrific footwork, didn't go too far down. Hit it beautifully.
Yeah, great shot. It's a good ball. He stepped out in line of that delivery. Goes right to the pitch, so no question of hitting that ball in the air. You can see that he's got so close to the ball. The most sensible thing to do was to hit it along the ground, a scorcher.
Airborne, he's going a long way with that one. That's a fine shot for half a dozen. Terrific stuff.
This time he didn't get to the pitch. And that's why he just went with the flow, which meant that the ball was going to be in the air. It sounded so sweet. Oh, God. This guy, the aesthetics of his batting is great to watch.
He got 10 off 2 balls now, the first 2 of the over. Using that just for 1, swap it over, give Abhishek a bit of a go.
Yeah, this is, I mean, you could be supporting any team, but can't say that you're not enjoying this. Abhishek Sharma with his very unique approach to Punjab boys. Different approaches. What a shot that was.
Doubt that Gill's traps at this stage. May not take him long.
Well, theoretically, it's the left-hand batter who generally cashes in on the left-arm spinner.
Wonderful player, Shubman Gill. Red Bull captain, obviously, and doing a fine job as the skipper in the tests. Chopping that one down. Again, just superb placement, and he's timed it well again. It's slowing up. It's a bit slow on that side of the ground. Good running.
He'll do it wholly. Tohid Hridoy, whether it's in the field or whether he's batting, he'll just give it everything. But Shubman Gill with that cut shot shown that he can be equally punishing of the backer. Just too much ability, Hazy. When you look at Shubman Gill and the general Indian batting, just too much ability for most oppositions in this tournament.
Pleasing to watch. There's the dive into the swimming pool. Early dive from Ridoy. Just having a bit of a check right now, by the way. See if there was a short run. Let's have a look. Is there something behind that? Yeah, there's something behind the line. I think he's okay. Looks like it's grounded. That's one end we can tick off. What about the other side as well? That ticked off? Yep, that looks fine as well. Watching that close as he just puts that bat down. Good technique, both batsmen, the stretch and turn. Last ball, the over, 15 from it so far. 32 for none at the moment. He's decided to have a go as well. Has he hit it far enough? Yeah, he has. Certainly has. Joining the party as well. 6 to finish the over. 21 from it. 4 done. 38 for none.
So India back on track, going at over 9 runs and over. Good last couple of overs. A momentum shift in power play, 38 for no loss now. Hill the aggressor early and Abhishek getting into the act as well. So the Fizz into the attack. So the first 2 overs, 10 runs. The next 2 overs, 28. Good evening, Adhar.
Good evening, Ravi. Good evening, all. And just a couple of deliveries and they went all guns blazing. I was expecting. That is a beautiful shot. Look at that follow through. 84 meters for that distance. Lovely piece of timing. 4 changes, Ravi, for Bangladesh. No skipper. He's out with the side strain. And a drop catch doesn't really help the team scores.
That's up in the air. And goes the distance. It doesn't take him long. Was just trying to hit the ball a little too hard in the first 2 overs. Now the rhythm's back. The ball sailing over the fence.
Just such a beautiful striker of the cricket ball. Youngster watching it, this is how you need to play. It's not a half volley by any measure. But he's hit that on the up, trusting his instinct and trusting the bounce. And it comes once again from the middle part of the bat.
Well, immediately mid-off, mid-on disappear to the boundary. Fine leg, third man come up. So the length has to be different. He'll get 2. In fact, mid-off had gone back in the ring. So he's done that time and time again in this Asia Cup. He plays the field. You drop back long on, you keep mid-off up, he'll go over mid-off. He chooses, gets into position early. You mentioned 4 changes. You for it?
No. Because I thought maybe perhaps Taskin Ahmed and also Mahdi Hassan, the right arm off spinner, with so many left-handers in the first 6 or 7, would have been important for Fizz to realize this is a surface where you need to take the pace off the ball.
get only a single. Now Jafar Ali, he's played over 282 games across formats, but never captained a side. So it'll be a challenge for him. Meanwhile, the balls have been disappearing over the fence. 14 sixes for Abhishek Sharma. Well, he went all guns blazing against Pakistan, Abhishek Sharma. Didn't spare anyone.
He started with the first ball, 6. Remember that 6 of Shaheen Shah Afridi. And then he never looked back. Just kept on picking those boundaries at will. Treat to watch.
Now deep mid-wicket. Long on comes up into the ring. Self room and just slices it over third man and to bring up the 50. Well, he's just dealing in sixes, makes it look easy. 5 gone, 55 for no loss. Mentioned about the starts, they've got all 3 previous games over 60 in power play. 2 clean strikes, this one down the ground, and that one last ball of the previous over, just helping it on its way. Field was up on the offside, smartly gives himself room. Good anticipation of line, length as well. Mid-off was up. He knew the bowler will go on the shorter side. Oh, that's glorious. That is magnificent from Abhishek Sharma. This might have gone the distance as well. That went flat, but just the timing of his movements here. When he goes down the track, he doesn't give the bowler time to adjust. This is as good a shot as any we've seen today. Yes, it was full, but it was converted into a full toss by him dancing down the track. Chest landing inside.
Yeah, with the kind of pace that Mohammad Saifuddin bowls, he needs to get it right all the time. Otherwise, the batters will take him to the cleaners.
125.8 at that pace. He's happy to dance down the track.
Also playing his very first match of this edition of the Asia Cup, Mohammad Saifuddin. He's been a spectator, looking at how the boys have gone. He must have taken note, especially Abhishek, the way he has batted. in this tournament. Again, an electrifying start for the Indians.
Clean as. Ball disappearing to the fence. Yes, the freedom at which he uses those long levers, a lovely bat swing.
Yeah, 2 wide, 2 full, asking for trouble. 17 in the previous over, remember, of Mustafizur Rahman, who's been excellent in terms of economy this year. Already.
More runs. The ball disappearing to all parts now in power play. 68 added.
That's the problem for Bangladesh. You try to make 1 or 2 changes, which is okay, but then you try to you ended up making 4 changes. Look at that delivery.
More runs. Finishes off with a boundary. 4 boundaries in that over. This is the highest for India in this tournament in power play. 72 for no loss after 6. .72. This is the highest. Previous highest 69 against Pakistan. All the top 4 scores in power play, all by India. Now Rishad Hussain into the attack. Excellent placement. And the ball goes through. So nothing going right for Bangladesh at the moment.
Yeah, I think if you look at the combination of the Bangladesh team, they've not really given players to settle. We've seen Rishad Hussain in and out, didn't play the last match. So he's back in the attack. The first delivery, it's a wide one. Beautifully played. But a better effort surely would have saved them a couple of runs there. Saif Hassan in the deep. So not easy for the players to come in this team against such a strong lineup in terms of batting. So you're asking a little bit too much. And I'm going over to someone like Taskin Ahmed.
I agree, his experience would have been handy. Not that he would have been spared in this kind of mood. This should be taken, an opportunity. And nicely taken in the deep. Just getting it on the toe of his bat. So Bangladesh get the breakthrough. It's Gill who has to depart. And India once again off to a flyer.
Yeah, just probably a yard or 2 short of that distance would have gone for the maximum. But what I enjoy watching someone like Rishad Hussain is not afraid to toss the ball up to the batter, even though he was hit for a boundary in the very first delivery that he bowled. But he comes back strongly and takes the wicket off Shubman Gill. Caught in the deep at long off by Tanzim Hassan. He's gone for 29. India 77 for 1.
So promotion for Shivam Dube. The only thing you can think about is the reason why is there's a spin. And he'll be told to get after them straight away. Well, that'll be his role. India going along at over 12. So Dube the man on strike.
Two left-handers in the middle, and they've dropped Mahdi Hassan, the right arm off spinner. But he has done a really good strike rate. 4 times he's crossed his individual score of 50 or more.
So another half century? No, not yet. He's have to wait for another couple of runs. Shubman Gill, the man dismissed in the last over. Not quite getting it right. Yeah. In fact, he was dismissed in this over from Rashad Hussain, his first. So that'll do his confidence a world of good. Never easy to come up against a batting lineup like this with the openers in terrific form. So 9 of the over and a wicket, 81. $81 for 1. Safe into the attack.
Yeah, we have an off-spin option because there are 2 left-handers, so that is the other option for Bangladesh. Close to that off stump. Saif Hassan in the attack.
Chance of a... The big man, he had to put the brakes on quickly. Shivam Dube. The round arm action puts that away for a single. Another half century. His excellent run in this competition continues. His 4th in T20s and the 2nd back-to-back.
In his strike rate, look at that strike rate of 25. That means he's got a strike rate of 200. Incredible. Abhishek Sharma, another 50. That's only the 8th over. Nice round of applause from his teammates. Wonderful, wonderful knock.
You mentioned strike rate is strike rate in 2025 is 203. So what he does, he gives a fantastic platform for the Indian middle order to take over once he's done his job.
And you can see the difference that when an off spinner makes straight away, he's made an impact. He's only gone for 2 runs, 2 singles in this over. And he's not a frontline bowler, he's a part-timer.
Yes, excellent over. There's 2 conceded, 8 gone, 83 for 1.
Oh, it's off the edge, leading edge, straight down to long off. And Rashad Hussain has another. This time it is Shivam Dube.
Shivam Dube promoted up the order to get some time out in the middle. Was that the wrong one? Yes, it was the wrong one in on. So he hit it against the spin, and therefore he didn't quite middle it. And that's a good catch, taken comfortably, of course, by Hriday. To give Rishabh his 2nd wicket in his 2nd over. 2 down 83 in the 9th. Dube gone for 2.
Surya Kumar Yadav. Man at the crease. Lost Shivam Dube. Promoted up the order. Rashad Hussain doing a good job at the moment.
He's been very impressive a few times that I've seen him. What a career this man has had. Look at that strike rate, over 166, 21 50s, 400s.
Kind of begs the question then, Sonny, the reason for sending Shivam Dube in at number. We're trying to work it out. So Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Varma 152, Dube at 130. What would have been the reason for sending him in at 3? Is it just to give him some time in the middle? We'll talk about that after we talk about that. Sailing out of the park.
Yeah, sitting with the turn. After 14 deliveries, we get a boundary. We don't get a boundary, we get a 6. Abhishek Sharma is in tremendous form. Look at that backlift and look at that follow through. Look at that follow through after the connection. Look at that follow through right over the right shoulder, the follow through of the bat. And the only reason you asked me about Dube was that, yeah, to give him some batting time out in the middle. Quick one. In the tournament, we've had Surya Kumar Yadav getting a big score against Pakistan. He got 48 not out. So he's had some time out in the middle. Tilak Varma batted superbly against Pakistan the other day. Abhishek and Shubman Gill have had some good partnerships, good starts. And so therefore, at number 5, and even Samson batted a bit, which is the reason why I think Dube was promoted. Normally, a right-hander gets out, a right-hander would have come in. But I think it's just to try and give him some, batting time out in the middle. But unfortunately, he didn't quite grab it.
Ends the 9th over. Another successful one for Rashad. It's 91 for 2. guess the talking point is, just the tinkering. If you continue to tinker, does it always work when you've got such high quality players anyway? They tried it today, did not work out. 10 not out, 5 and 2 today in the tournament for Shivam Dube. In that really round arm action from Saif. Push for 2? No.
He bowled a good tight over. Saif got give away just 2 runs in that first over.
Oh, he's been superb again, Abhishek. Such a clean striker of the ball. First 2 overs, only 10 without loss. India, then they produced 62 for none. Play 19 for 2.
Oh yeah,
There it is in the slot, and he's unafraid to hit it. But look at his hitting range, it's straight. Then he moves down the pitch and gives himself a little bit of room so he can crash it over, bit off an extra cover. They're all cricketing shots when you look at it. There's no slogging involved. And even when he hits it over mid-wicket, he hits it with the turn, Abhishek Sharma.
It's the presence of mind to take note of the field, who's coming in, who's going out.
Where he can play it fine. The terrific, absolutely, probably the best player of the sweep shot in the T20 format.
Not many hit it harder, I don't think, Sonny. Like 3, 4, 5 yards wide, that goes for 4. It was travelling so quickly.
But I think the speciality or the peculiarity of the Dubai ground is near the boundary line. The outfield's heavy, so it sometimes slows down unless it's been really powerfully hit.
Quick one past the outside edge. So at the 10 over mark, India batting first. They are 96 for 2 and will take drinks. 60 not out. Abhishek Sharma leading the way for India. The opening stand of 77 with Shubman Gill. Dubey has come and gone relatively quickly. The captain now at the crease with Abhishek. 10 over mark, 96 for 2. Words of wisdom from the respective coaches in that drinks break. Phil Simmons just laying down the law a little bit. Left-handed gesture. Probably suggests he was talking about how they would bowl or should be bowling to Abhishek, who has taken them apart. Sunny at the moment.
Yes, 60 of just 32 deliveries, 5 boundaries and 4 sixes in that. So clearly, yes, he's taken the Bangladesh bowling apart. So how to not just curb him, maybe get him out. That is what Phil Simmons was looking to tell his bowlers.
From here, with the power that is to come in that batting order, should be looking to put at least another 90 to 100 on the board. See the first time in excess of 200. We said it looked a very good surface, the best one we've seen at this ground, and they've just got better and better throughout the tournament, I think, as well. Scores have got slightly better.
I think they should be disappointed if they don't get to 200. Maybe even more than that, 210. 11 runs and over, they get to 206. I think 210, 220 is what they should be aiming for with the kind of batting depth that they have.
High and straight and long as well from Abhishek. 6 more straight after the drinks break.
That's an amazing shot, isn't it? Because immediately after the drinks break, because there's been an interruption, your focus has just shifted. Because, you know, you're talking to the 12th man, all the support staff. Batters have been known to get out. But here, the first ball, it's in the slot. Slow delivery. And look at that. Straight batted again. Straight batted. Lofted over. Long off for 6.
I love about it. Predominantly, it's just uncomplicated. Self in great positions. A lovely free-flowing swing.
And the follow through after the connection. Often we talk about the swing of the bat, but it's the follow through as well. Right over the right shoulder. Brilliant.
Well, he's gone back-to-back half-centuries. As Abhishek Sharma, only one man has done that for India in Asia Cup T20 history. The great Virat Kohli. But Abhishek joins him with this half-century, Sonny.
Yes, magnificent stuff again. Like what we saw from Kohli then. Brilliant then. This is the left-handed Abhishek Sharma doing that. Blowing a kiss to somebody in the crowd there.
Couple pretty comfortably. And the other thing he does so well is he takes the bowler on very early in the over. The first ball of the over, so often you see Abhishek looking for a 4 or a 6. His strike rate off the first ball of the over, whether it be the innings or a new over from any bowler, is 240. Oh, in the gap, 4 more. Carved away over deep cover.
And again, when you look at that back lift, look at the slight pause when he sees the length of the ball and then bringing the bat down again, completing that swing. There's just that slight pause there as he sees now the ball is short, it's a little bit wide, so he can open the face of the bat and hit it over the cover fielder for a boundary.
Over backward point. Should bring about a couple more. In the end, a good piece of fielding. Ends the 11th over. India cruising along, 112. I might just want to check this one. Shamim, the fielder, he's done really well. Yeah, no problem with that at all. No need for a further look. 112 for 2. Much like downtown Dubai, plenty of tall buildings for India. Going along at a tick over 10 and over at the moment, having lost just the 2 wickets, Shubman Gill and Shivam Dube. Duffy back, brilliant, absolutely outstanding chance. Oh, yes, got him. That is simply superb from Rashad Hussain. At backward point, great dive, terrific throw, and Abhishek is short of his ground.
We have
There was no run in it. There's no need for him to come down so quickly, because you've got to see whether the ball has passed the fielder. Today the fielding is so good, and the backward point fielder is generally
ball is in his hand. Collected the ball. Yes. Yeah. Can I have the split screen for this, please? Split screen also. Okay. Copy that. Thank you. Keep it rolling through. Ball is in his hand, left hand. Yes, he broke the bails with the ball in his hand. I have a decision to the giant screen.
Well, the giant screen will tell you. That is out. Brilliant piece of fielding. Mustafizur did the clean-up work and took the bails off, but a wonderful innings has come to an end. Abhishek Sharma gone for 75, 112 for 3.
The average about 27.58. And he'll be looking to get some batting time. He'll be looking to get some runs under his belt.
Just the one. Start to the over from Fizz, but this was simply superb, Sonny.
Have a look at this fielding. It's brilliant, absolutely. He's punched the ball hard. That is terrific. He gets the ball and then gets rid of it so quickly. Back of the hand. Brilliant. Magnificent. Your best fielders are always there at that position. John T's corner. Always the best fields over there.
Sneaks past the leg stump. Yeah, the beauty of that bit of fielding was it was almost like it was reverse cup, the dive. And picks it up in his right hand, but away to his left. So he's dived to his left, but rolled over and cupped it in his right hand reverse cup. Brilliant.
And so he was able to get rid of the ball immediately. Just got up and wasn't a question of transferring it from one hand to the other. Oh, what a good over this has turned out to be. Just 2 runs of the 5 deliveries and the wicket as well. Wicket in the first ball of the over. Brilliant. Have a look at this fielding. Have a look. And it's just been punched hard. And you're right, actually, the reverse cup. And Abhishek thought that there was a single in it, but there was nothing in it.
Oh, glove. Has he put it down? Has he put it down? No. He forgot to appeal. He's got to go upstairs for this. That was straight off the glove.
TV umpire director, we have a player review for caught behind. Original decision is not out. I have checked the feet. Fair delivery. Start with the front on, please. Yes, give me the alt-right. Give me the alt-right also. Copy that. Thank you. Waiting for alt-right left. Copy. Keep it rolling through, please. Yes. That is spike. That's a clear spike. That's the ball next to the bat. No gap between bat and ball. Go back to on-field umpire Patkin, please. Patkin, you need to. Yes. Thank you. Patkin, you need to change your decision of not out to out. You're on screen. Make your signal. Thank you.
Yes. The not out decision given out. In fact, I don't know whether it was a decision given at all. He's gone. Suryakumar Yadav for just 5, 114 for 4 after 12 overs.
Now the game has changed so quickly. India's still in the driver's seat. I mean, they're in a great position, but when you have 2 new batters at the crease, it's just the kind of motivation that a fielding side needs. Bowlers who have struggled to keep the batters quiet. They get an opportunity to bowl to new batters. Tilak Verma, excellent finishing touches in the last game. Strike rate incredible, average unbelievable. All these guys have just ridiculous numbers. Just saw Abhishek Sharma start with this inning, 197 strike rate. Tell you what, Bangladesh deserved this somewhat of a comeback in this game, and started with that brilliant run out. And to get Abhishek Sharma out in that fashion is a massive bonus. They're inseparable, these two guys, Abhishek and Shubman Gill. The keeper didn't bother to appeal. And if you can lip read, he was saying, you know, why wasn't that given out? Because it was very obvious. But Surya stood his ground, waited for the umpire to make the decision, said not out. And in the end, that had to be reviewed.
Yeah, what a match he is having. And remember, he didn't play the last match, Rishad Hussain, among the wickets, and also that brilliant piece of fielding to send Abhishek back in the pavilion. Now, good thinking from the skipper, getting a slip in place.
And I thought it's something that we saw against Sri Lanka as well, when Bangladesh won that important game on this ground. Just this new spirit in the field. And have a look at that. It's a one-handed stop, reverse cup, and the throw was perfection. That's how they got back into this game. Well deserved. Tells you the importance of fielding, whatever the format. But India still, I think, somewhat responsible for this state at the moment. Just messed around with the batting order too much, Athar. Just couldn't understand Shivam Dube coming up the order. He's batted twice already in the tournament. It's not like the other batters don't have the ability that was expected of Dube. In fact, the strike rate of Dube versus spin is 137 as opposed to Sky 146. They could just stick with the normal batting order, because each and every batter in that Indian batting line of this current T20 team has the ability to take on the pacers and the spinners. Just like that, just a reminder, on cue. Brilliant shot. 124 for 4 India. Yeah, the kind of batting depth. Imagine after this, you'll have Sanju Samson coming in. Not sure he's batted that low down in the batting order. Then Akshar Patel as well. Played some superb shots against Pakistan. Not out at the end.
The things started to go wrong for India in the 9th over, the first delivery, when Dube got out. And they picked up 3 wickets in the space of 24 deliveries, including that run out.
Yeah, I really believe in this batting lineup that India have, with all of them having the averages and the strike rate that we saw, and guys like Hardik Pandya there. There's really no need for too many promotions. Shivam Dube can stay at his normal batting position. If you want a left-hand, right-hand combination, you have it in your original batting order. They wanted to give Shivam Dube a bat. Well, he's had a couple of outings in this tournament. They didn't change their playing 11, so I'm not thinking they're experimenting too much in this game, India.
And when you talk about changes, Bangladesh have made 4, Sanjay.
This has got to balance things out, isn't it? I think some valid, Athar, some valid in Tanzim. It's a good inclusion. Mahdi is a shocker that he's not playing today. Taskin, we don't know why he's not playing.
You know, the two changes that has been impressive is Rishad Hussain and Tanzim Hassan making an impact. And that's the rest of the batting from India. In at 7, look at that strike rate. 140 plus for 7 and 8.
The two names that you mentioned, Athar, both should not have been dropped in the last game. Both of them had a good last game before they were left out of the playing 11.
I completely agree with you, Sanjay.
One of those few Indian batters in this lineup that is very keen to play this reverse sweep, and is pretty good at it.
It's never easy for a new batter to come and play shots right from the word go. Another good over. This is very good for Bangladesh. Nasum just conceded 3 in this over. After 14, India 127 for 4.
So clear and so conclusive. This Manhattan that you see, the first power play, 6 overs, no wicket falling. Abhishek and Gill on fire, tall buildings after that. Few mishaps, run out. Couple of wickets falling, quick running needed. Is that by a bit, that directed run out? Lots to like about Rishad. Not just his fielding, he's got some skills as a bowler as well.
They needed a direct hit here. It would have been in. Yeah, Rishad was excellent, outstanding, and not only as a bowler but also as a fielder. Yeah, they've been pretty sharp in the field, apart from that drop chance early on.
He's too quick, Hardik Pandya.
Yeah, he's been the pick of the bowler. Picking up two, eyeing to clear the field. Both occasions, batters getting caught in the deep. And then this is simply sensational. 1-handed stop to his left side, picks it up, let it go. One bounce straight to the fizz.
Is it long enough? Unfortunately not. And he's clung on to it. India have lost another. And boy, he deserved a wicket. Tanzim, he's got one now.
Yeah, he's the one who suffered when Abhishek was dropped early in the innings when he was on 7. But this is good. This is fantastic. Slower delivery. That's the way to go on these kind of a surfaces. He didn't pick that one up. And in the end, a very well judged catch in the deep from Saif Hassan. Not coming from the middle part of the bat. He'll be a happy, happy man. Tanzim. Tilak Warma goes for 5. Another wicket goes. It's 129 for 5.
Now, should India worry about this? 129 for 5. 77 for no loss. 112 for 2. Comes in running in. Akshar Patel has come out to the middle. Effectively, you'll have Sanju Samson batting at number 8 now in this batting lineup. Efficient batter. In his career that you just saw, has played some crucial innings at number 5, 6, 7. He's been a floater in the Champions Trophy. India used him a lot, and more often than not, he delivered. Could be Hardik's night.
Now this is very good. Remember, they've kept on picking up wickets at regular intervals, and it's been 11 deliveries since the last boundary. So the bowling has been brilliant. That's the wicket. Rolling the fingers over. He thought he was in business, but it was the slow nature of the surface, that ball not coming onto the bat. He skies it. And the fielder in the deep side does the rest. Very good comeback. You mentioned they were going great guns after the end of the 10th over. 96 for 2 from Bangladesh.
Going to get 1 for that, and we'll be happy with it. 15 overs gone. 132 for 5. Tells you how, when you have a little bit of a collapse, how it allows bowlers to come back in the game. Mustafizur Rahman bowled 1 over, conceded 17. The next over, after the wickets fell, he conceded just 1. So slowly he's coming back in this game and will finish his 4 for sure. Nasoom also gets an opportunity.
Yeah, in that particular over that you're talking about, Mustafizur Rahman, he also picked up and he's gone on to pick the most wickets in T20 International for Bangladesh. 150 wickets now. Shakib Al Hasan. So now the leading wicket taker in T20 for Bangladesh, Mustafizur Rahman, with the 150 scaps.
He was incredible in the last game, crucial game for Bangladesh against Sri Lanka. Mahedi was the other outstanding bowler. And at the moment, India just looking for 1s and 2s. Hardik also hasn't got enough batting time out there. Unfortunately run out when he got that promotion at number 4. One of the earlier matches was run out at the non-strikers end. He's going for the big.
Yeah, when you start losing wickets one after another, there is a bit more pressure on the new batters, and you can certainly see now they've gone in to what can do differently at this stage of the game. Only 2 singles in the first 4 deliveries. It's been excellent. 16 deliveries in the last boundary, Sanjay. And they bowled 134 for 5.
And once that happens, you have to respect the protocol around concussion. Yes, there it is, hitting him on the peak of the helmet, you would think. Helmet got slightly displaced, you could see, so right call. Time for Akshar Patel to express himself, I guess. Just come in. In the first half, we've seen here in Dubai, the pitch is not as easy for a new batter to come in and start hammering straight away. Second half, you can do it.
Still have 4 more overs after this.
He had to dive to get in. Ball then hit the stump for a change. Just over 135 for 5.
So Mustafizur back into the attack, and good comeback by Bangladesh. Last 5 overs. Just 23 runs scored, 3 wickets taken. Not only have they put the brakes on the scoring, they've chipped away at well, he's gone upstairs.
TV umpire director, we have a player review for caught behind. Original decision is
keeper
not
heard
out. I
something
have checked the
and
feed.
went to the bowler
Yeah,
and said,
delivery
may as well
start with
go
the
up.
front on, please. Tell me one more time, please. This ball is very close to the bat. I'll try it here, please. Keep it rolling through, please. Keep it rolling through. Satisfied. Fat line as the ball passes the bat. No bat involved. Go back to on-field umpire Ruchi, please. Ruchi, you can stay with the original not out decision.
So no spike. Finding the fielders at the moment.
But they've been brilliant in the field. Bangladesh have been outstanding in the field, taking some great catches. Also the fielding, look at that. Absolutely brilliant. Superb fielding.
It's that dash of brilliance in the field that can turn a game around. Abhishek Sharma, when he was there, these projected scores were much higher.
Yes, at that stage when Abhishek Sharma was batting, India would have been thinking 200 plus. Now they'll be pretty happy if they get to 177, 180 maybe. This is how Abhishek was playing, just toying with the bowling, playing all kinds of shots. The drive, the lofted drive, the cut, and then the half century. Back-to-back half centuries.
And again striking at over 200 in that innings. And just to let you know how Bangladesh have come back post power play. They've scored, India has scored lots of 5 wickets, and we are closing in on 10 overs. So he was the dominant factor out there. Also goes to show it's not a track where you can just come out and play a shot. It's not that easy. He made it look easy because of the form he's in. Oh, that's nicely played. He's picked his spot. After 22 balls, a much needed boundary for India.
He does play this shot really well. A lofted shot over extra cover. He can hit it into the crowd as well for a 6. But this time it was wide-ish half volley. Quick to seize on that, opening the face of the bat. You can see how he's opened the face of the bat. Hit it well over extra cover.
Just didn't try and hit it too hard. Emphasis was on placement. So 6 of the over, another good one for Bangladesh. 141 for 5. So Tanzim into his final over. He's done a pretty good job. 1 for 16 before this.
I think that's terrific. The economy of just a little over 5 runs and over. That is terrific bowling. Assume was a bit expensive, 34 of his 4. Mustafiz is terrific.
And good change of pace. Mixed it up nicely. Average score on this ground is 152. In T20s in 2025. Get a winning score, you got to get past 170. Pradesh hanging in there, not allowing India to get away. If India have to get to that 170, I think this pair holds the key. Hardik, we know, can be dangerous. So can Akshar. The breakthrough here will make a big difference. That's beautifully struck. Powerfully struck from Hardik Pandya.
There comes that extra cover drive again. He very seldom hits it towards the backward point boundary. He hits it between, you can see that again, he hits it between mid-off and extra cover. He smashed it. Probably gone on the bat a little quicker than it came onto the bat.
Most of the scoring shots have been proper cricketing shots. So that should be a no ball signal. So free hit now. An opportunity to break free here, get past 150. Now this is a crucial delivery. A 6 or a boundary here will get India to 152 or 154.
It bowled 3 overs so well. Now suddenly looking to do something different.
Again, the placement good, but there is a fielder in the deep. Get a couple of runs, taking India to 150 now. partnership, adding 21 of 20. So 14 balls to go. So you would say they strike at 12, another 28 runs will get them to 178. Happy with 180. Remember, for Bangladesh, no Liton Das today. It's for the side strain, so Jakar Ali captaining a team for the first time in T20s. You can see in this over, he's tried, Sonny mentioned, too many, not stuck to the basics, which he did in the first 3 overs. A slower delivery that was wide, just lost control, and this one too.
He has 13 runs so far. And when you look at the fact that in 3 overs he had given only 15, it just tells you that, you know, when you look to do something different, you can pay for it.
Has been all over the shop in this over. It's gone for 14, 18 gone, 155 for 5. Balls to go. Mustafizur in his final over. Again, it's that extra cover area. He's peppering that area, Hardik Pandya. It's the 3rd time overs that he's hit the ball in that direction, and all for boundaries.
And he's using the angle that Mustafizur creates, bowling left hand over the wicket, trying to angle the ball towards slip. That is his natural line. And so what he's doing is he's just clearing his front foot and then again opening the face of the bat. Look, and he's a powerful hitter of the ball. Look at the speed at which the ball has travelled.
He has a good record against Bangladesh. He strikes at 187, averages just under 50.
There again, very, very good work from Bangladesh. They've been superb in the outfield. Absolute delight to watch them field. Running around very hard, looking to stop the boundaries. They're generally so quick to get to the ball and get rid of it.
Especially the run out of Abhishek Sharma. That was simply brilliant. How quick that happened and changed the course of the game. He's looking to muscle it, right timing it. He'll still get 2. Now this for me was the turning point of that innings. India looking good to get past 200 easily, or close to 200. Till this happened.
Look at that, the reverse cup. And so the ball is in his throwing hand, and Abhishek was very late turning back. He had gone.
That's twice he's been run out in his T20 career, both against Bangladesh. What India would need is a Ideally a 6 or a boundary from here that'll then get them in proximity of 180. 8 balls left.
Four.
So 164 for 5, 1 over to go. Saifuddin. Sliced away. We get 2. He'll want to keep the strike in this over because he's the one timing it better. 37 from 27.
Yes, Akshar has tried, but he hasn't been able to get the ball away. No boundary. Hardik Pandya. That's how he's batting.
That's in the air on the bounce to long off. Bangladesh will be happy they've got him away from the strike. 167 now.
Good bowling, very good bowling. 3 deliveries left. India will be looking to get to maybe 175.
Six or a boundary much needed. Bangladesh so far doing a good job in this over. Again, pace, a swing and a miss. There's 3 so far of 4 balls. They're just struggling to come to grips with timing on the surface.
What a good final over this is turning out to be. Just 4 runs, 2 dot balls in the final over. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Saifuddin. In fact, the Bangladesh bowling effort and fielding effort has been top class. From what looked at one stage that they'd be chasing around 200, they whittled it down.
And it's taken in the deep. And a really good finish this for Bangladesh. Just 4 runs conceded in that last over. They've got the wicket of Hardik Pandya. They kept India below 170. And they'll be mighty pleased with this effort, because when they're 190, 200 even looked on the cards, they've done well to restrict India to the score.
They did exceedingly well. The first wicket fell at, and at that stage it looked as if India would definitely get to about 200. It's good batting depth, but a little change in batting order can upset the 168 for 6 is what India scored.
So 168 for 6, which means Bangladesh, when they come out, will be chasing the same score what they were chasing in the last game against Sri Lanka. They needed 169 to win. They got there in the end, and it is a total they will be chasing a win for either side will get them closer to the position in the everything to play for, and a really good fight back by Bangladesh.
It's been terrific to watch their effort in the field. They were outstanding, absolutely outstanding. The ground fielding, catching, everything world class. And the bowlers also bowled very, very cleverly towards the end, particularly.
The Bangladesh supporters will be very happy. Team has performed. You can see a terrific opening partnership once again. Platform laid there, and then wickets falling at regular intervals. Once Gill went, Shivam Dube was promoted. He didn't last long. Surya Kumar Yadav missed out again. And Bangladesh, thanks to some brilliant fielding, got themselves back into the contest. But it was Abhishek Sharma who entertained all.
Yes, continuing his form that he displayed against Pakistan on Sunday, moving down the pitch and clobbering the ball away. And you can see over there, like all left-handers, favouring the offside a lot more than the onside, and getting another half century. You can see over there how many runs he's got on the offside. 21% behind backward point, and then 28% around the cover and extra cover, and 15% straight and mid-off positions.
Really pulling things back, as that graphic will suggest. First 6 overs, 72 runs, and then in the next 14 overs, just 96. And Bangladesh picking up 6 wickets in that period. Means target will be 169. I think Rishad Hussain was the man who got wickets in the middle overs, 2 for 27 for him. Tanzim Hassan bowled well until the last over, where he tried too many things, went for 18. Otherwise, a good effort. Mustafizur, again, a good comeback after being expensive in the first over. So overall, a spirited performance by Bangladesh with their bowling and in the field. So the target, 169, 20 overs to get there.
have restricted India to 168, and they need 169. 160-minute run chase. That was 149 back in Delhi in 2019. The only time that Bangladesh have beaten India in a T20 international. They're looking to do the same here tonight. India's first 6 overs produced 72 for no loss inside the power play. Partnership between Shubman Gill and Abhishek Sharma, realising 77. Got India off to a terrific start where they should have probably reached around the 190-200 mark. Well, it was a brilliant back end of the innings from Bangladesh's bowlers. Overs 7 through 20, 96 for 6. They restricted India to, but they've still got a target on the board that could prove difficult. Opening combination was superb for India. New ball sliding onto the bat well, and some brilliance from Rashad Hussain with some fielding first and foremost, and then a couple of wickets to set India back a touch. And outside of Hardik Pandya with 38 of 29 late in the piece, no one else was really able to get going. Surya Kumar Yadav faced 11 deliveries for his 5, Tilak Varma 7 for his 5, and Akshar Patel 15 deliveries for his 10. So Hardik Pandya, the only one to really get things going at the back end. Tanzil Hassan Tamim at the top of the order for Bangladesh, the right-hander. His opening partner, Saif Hassan, the left-hander, who is at the non-striker's end. It'll be Hardik Pandya. We've come used to seeing from India's point of view with the first over.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Countdown done. A slip in place. Regulation. And very wide. Fine leg. Innings underway, and it should be a couple. First ball in the field, and now I'm not sure everything's okay out there with Kuldeep. Hopefully so. He seemed to either slip, or as he went to slide, brought up a lot of turf. Yeah, he did. Slipped quite badly in the deep. Look at the turf that's, oh, he's tripped up and then slipped as well. Hopefully everything okay with Kuldeep. For the left-hander, got to bring one more inside. So yeah, deep backward squares now coming up inside the circle. The regulation slip, fine leg, and a deep third as well. 4 patrolling the offside inside the ring, and a mid-wicket and a mid-on. A little bit of swing, and they'll pinch another one. Very good evening, Sanjay Mandrake.
Good evening, Simon, and good evening to one and all. Something that Sanju Samson as well echoed. Everyone's opinion as to how India have been in this DP World Asia Cup. They've not been at their best. I think their fans also will accept that. But despite that, they've still been able to win comfortably against some good teams in this tournament. That's where India really stands out as an international team. The inherent ability, despite not being at their best, they're able to beat Some good teams quite comfortably. Bit of a spring in the steps of Hardik Pandya. Played a good innings, and that always helps.
Yeah, it's the sign of a good side when you don't play the perfect game. And very rarely, Sanjay, do you ever play the perfect game. There's always something you're looking to improve on, or little areas of concern on the odd occasion. Still putting W's on the board. A sign of good teams. Takes one or two players to step up, get your team home. And good line and length from Hardik Pandya.
Now, this guy was so impressive in the last game. Saif Hassan, almost like a discovery for Bangladesh. Had a couple of good scores in his very short T20 international career against not full members, but against Sri Lanka, he was just outstanding player of the match. 60 odd in 30 balls. And once he gets going, if he does get going, it's a treat to watch. 61 of 45 to be precise. One of your classical batters at the top of the order. And just have a look at some of the shots that he's played. You'll see a lot of shots in front of the pitch. Likes to go straight. And this is his hallmark, you know, the use of the wrist to play on the leg side, a bit of a whip that he gives last minute. Very heavy usage of the wrist to get the power. Going to be a novel experience for him. Played against India once before, but not in one of the major tournaments. Have the experience of playing Bumrah with the new ball shortly.
Safely in behind that, but a good start from Hardik Pandya. 4 without loss after the first. Into the changing rooms. And I know it's not an easy target, but should have felt so much better than they were at the halfway stage, Sanjay. It was looking like it could completely get away from Bangladesh after 10 overs. But they pulled it back beautifully.
Makes you wonder what went wrong. There was obviously that run out that changed the course a little. However, comes back. India did to Hardik Pandya, but yeah, we expected more than 200. Didn't quite happen.
Lure him in with a couple of those, and then it's coming. Third.
With last, but India still did well despite that. Trade.
Strike. Close to old Shivam Dube very often, or expensive very often. He's picked one up early.
Yeah, he's back to his natural behavior. He's just ambling in, isn't it? He's not really running full throttle. Doesn't run too much, but it's not that kind of hit the right. With it.
2 slips now in place. And that's why Parvez Hossein Emon is the new batter.
Yeah, it's just back to the same scenario for Bumrah because there's a left-hander out there again. Just played the one game, I think, in this tournament so far. Highest score versus UAE for him. But yes, Tanzid replaced by a similar batter, left-hander. And Bumrah doing exactly the same as he did with this ball. 2 slips.
Got away, it was the other one, but he couldn't quite get the line right.
Yeah, we were debating off air whether he'll get that ball to come back in. The next one, I thought he'll go with the outswinger to the left-hander, his in-swing. He likes to do this, bowl the matching deliveries to get wickets. Yeah, this was the length ball, in-swing, trying to play on the leg side. There's a bit of bounce on the surface as well. So that helped.
Another beauty past the outside edge.
Yeah, I like this better, especially when they've committed 2 slip fielders in T20 cricket for this occasion. He's got to respect that occasion and bowl these big banana in-swingers. They're out-swingers to the left-handers.
Shubman Gill in at first, slip Tilak Varma at second.
But then this particular delivery was just running in with a little more intent. There's more intensity in the run-up.
Well, they've had trouble with their opening combination against full member nations in the last 9 T20 matches. Only 1 innings of any significance at the top of the order, 63. Oh dear. Cannot lay a bat on that. That is a good start from Bumrah. 9 for 1 after 2. Those opening partnerships for today: 163, 0, 0, 5, 2, 0 and 5. So they've struggled at the top of the order. Bangladesh against full member nations. Oh, that's gone away down to a finish third, and it'll race away for 4. Thick outside edge brings some reward.
The exact opposite from the other end. There's a right-hander running in, bowling out swingers. Was not a good shot at all. Yeah, trying to just whip it on the leg side. It's a shot that he likes to play, but there is a late swing on this ball. Fortunate. Went for 4.
It's up, and can it get over? Does, just. Racing back, the skipper at mid-off, just could not quite get there.
I tell you what, we had a great view of what Suryakumar Yadav did. No other fielder would have got that close, because the moment the ball was in the air, he had sussed where it was going to be landing somewhat. Immediately started running back, eyes on the ball, and in the end came very close to catching it. But his reaction was instant. The moment the ball was in the air, he was running backwards. Ranton Descartes is in charge of the Indian fielding unit.
Notice Suryakumar as well, after the fielding effort with the towel out, drying the ball off. We saw Kuldeep slip to clearly watered the outfield at some stage in the last couple of days just to make sure it stays nice and lush, but there was a lot of wiping of the ball, so I wonder if there's a little bit of dew already, whether it's just the slightly damp nature underfoot.
There was one game that we saw, it was a delayed start where there was heavy dew in the evening, where the ball was carrying a lot of moisture. You could see that spray of water in the air when the ball was released. May not have come from the ball necessarily. There was a lot of humidity and dew as well on the field that night.
Yeah, I would have thought with the conditions today and this evening, a little bit cooler, more pleasant than it has been for the last week. Definitely today's probably the best day, although that picture there might not suggest so.
Yeah, take that off. Wrong timing. But you're right, and that was a talking point for all of us when we arrived at the ground. Ravi at the toss as well mentioned it. There's a breeze blowing and it wasn't hot.
More good line and good length and a little bit of shape from Hardik.
T20s, you wonder how you score of these kind of deliveries, because this is short of length. What are the options? Maybe hitting on the up like Hardik did towards the end, or a Shubman Gill would just come closer and punch it to point. The one thing he can maybe look to do against Hardik is go down the pitch, just try and get him to change his length a little bit.
He's hit that one straight and well. Just one bounce, maybe. Was it just short of the advertising cushioning or not? I'd have to have a look. It might have gone all the way. Are those fans suggesting so? But also might be a little bit biased.
Clear conflict of interest there with the fans, but this is the strength. He goes straight. A strong man as well. Lands inside, so that's going to be 4. Just a little fuller and cashed it by Bangladesh. 19 for 1.
Jasprit Bumrah again, and why not? After that first one, rinse and repeat.
Forgive me, but I've got to take you way back to 1993 when I saw something like this, and my good friend Ajay Jadeja wouldn't mind me retelling that story because he himself has said it on air 100 times. Fani de Villiers at the Wanderers bowling with the white ball, and he couldn't touch one delivery in a couple of overs or something like that. The big banana outswing, and Ajay didn't quite have a great rapport with the outswing.
Oh, going down. He was looking for that magic one again. It was a little full. But I think that's swinging down, Sanjay, just.
Yeah, what does the ball tracker do when it's hit on the full, on the pads? It generally gives you a projection of a straight delivery. So maybe that is what India is hoping for.
TV umpire director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. I check the feet. It's a fair delivery. Start with the front on spin mission, please. Appears to be no bat involved, but I'll try to confirm that, please. Yes, please. Yes, no bat involved. Satisfied. Go to ball tracker when ready, please. Waiting for ball tracker, Patkin. Still waiting. Copy that, thank you. Still building, Patkin. Copy that. Still building, still waiting. Copy that, director. Thank you.
Well, just trying to build the Hawkeye. I mean, first impressions were missing leg stump, maybe even hitting outside leg stump. But we have to go through the process to make sure everything is right. At the moment, taking a little time. Fielders have generally gone back towards their positions. I think they understand. Right, we're ready to go.
Ball tracker is coming, original is not out. Impact umpire's call, impact umpire's call. Go back to on-field umpire. Patkin, please. Patkin, you can stay with your not out decision. You're on camera, make your signal. Thank you.
Decision not out and remains not out. India do not lose their referral though, as it was umpire's call.
While the umpire was, the third umpire was coming up. Yeah, while we were waiting for the mat and the ball tracker, there was so much discussion happening off air because when you see that ball, it looks like a big boomerang ball coming back in. But with the ball tracker, if it's hit on the full, very close to the stump, it generally draws a straight line. Another one. A bit on a loop, that particular event.
He's managed to find the edge on that occasion, but it's gone down to Shivam Dube at third.
I think he had to pitch the ball outside leg stump for him to get some bat on it. Otherwise, it's just well bowled and dot balls, but Bumrah is somebody. He's always hungry for wickets. It's amazing. He's got the same attitude in all three formats. In T20s as well, he's looking for wicket because that's how good he is. And if he needs to bowl economically, he can do that as well. But 50 overs cricket, same. Test cricket, more of the same.
Oh, wow. Now he's decided he'll just leave the right-hander. That very awkward looking shot. He was in no position to play that.
Yeah, he's trying to play his favorite shot, but this is Bumrah. He's seen the line in the air and he thinks it's going to finish on middle and leg for him to play that shot, a whipping shot on the leg side, but there's that late movement and came at a speed of 140 kilometers per hour. He may be just ambling in, but you're seeing some of the best stuff of Bumrah at the moment.
Looking for the in-swing this time. Little protection down there in the form of Shivam Dube. They'll pick up a couple. They're a very good over from Jasprit Bumrah. 22 for 1 after 4.
Well, it's been a little bit torrid out there for the last little while. Been a little bit tricky. Bangladesh 22 for 1 at this stage. And we could go down in the second over. So Bumrah certainly getting that ball to hoop around. So these batsmen have had their work cut out facing Bumrah. Things will be a little bit different now. Chakravarti comes into the attack. Outstanding economy at under 7, 6.8. Nicely played. Very good shot first up. Boundary off the first ball he faces.
Well, that's very good, very clever by Iman. He walked towards the off stump so that he could then hit the ball from outside the off stump. Big stride forward and sweeps it so well. Knows where the fielders are. Fielder's a little bit finer, so he's hit it squarer. Very good batting that.
Was having a real tough time with Bumrah swinging away from him. Going to work that on the onside as well. Good connection. Found the gap for more back.
Pressure put on Varun Chakravarti. First 2 deliveries, hammered for boundaries regularly. So this is something new. Again, he's moved outside the off stump and he's played that sweep shot. Knows that there is no fielder there. There is no deep mid wicket. There's a deep square leg. Now deep mid wicket going in.
2 very fine, controlled sweep shots. The first 2.
Not to forget, the power play is still on. Only 2 fielders outside the 30-meter circle for the first 6 overs.
On the onside to pick up the 1 and just rotate the strike a little bit.
Clever, very clever batting. 2 boundaries have come. Takes a single. Keeps the strike moving.
Saif is one of those guys who spends quite a bit of time thinking about the bowlers he's going to be facing. He was really good against Tashara a couple of games ago. So he spent quite a bit of time thinking about the opening bowlers he was facing today. Would have thought about the spin as well. He's clearly a good student of the game. Whipping that one away just. Outstretched hand, 4 runs.
Once again, another batter. First to deliver is Iman, the left-hander, went outside the off stump. Now have a look at what Saif has done. And clearly they've decided that this is going to be the tactic against outside the off stump. So you completely take away the prospect of being LBW and then go for the sweep shot.
The 3 fours or 4 balls of this over. Straight to the man at mid-on. No run on that occasion. Litton Das, of course, is going to be fully fit for that game tomorrow. Big game tomorrow against Pakistan. To 5 on the charge with India at this stage. Him up pretty quickly and then with those big hooping away swingers. That's his ideal length.
given away against Pakistan a few days back, so it'll not too often have we seen batters do that to Jasprit Bumrah. It was the leg ball. The white ball doesn't move that much, and he just waited for it, Iman, and then got under the ball so nicely, and it's a massive six. It's a massive six.
Pretty much the top of the bounce. That's an amazing shot. Loud scream of no that time.
India continuing with their policy of having 3 overs as the top from Jasprit Bumrah. They've done that in the matches so far. Bowls 3 overs and then comes for 1 over towards the end.
Played that one well also. That's a little bit slower that side. Just plugged a fraction also. They're going to come back for the second and stay at 2. Pretty good aggressive stuff from Iman. Playing nicely. Trying to get after Bumrah if he can. He's, as I said earlier, he's had a bit of a torrid session against him, but now just having a go at him with the last over he's bowling in the spell.
I said he's waiting for it. He's waiting for it and then playing it, like you said, on top of the bounce.
Plenty of advice, years of advice being passed on to Rashad from Wushi. Last ball of the over. Full toss. Easy on the onside. It's only going to be the single. Ends up being 9 runs off that over. 6 down. Power plays finish. 44 for 1. All looking pretty relaxed in the viewing area for Bangladesh at the moment. Going along okay. Run rates at 7.3. There's the signal to let us know it's the end of the power play. 72 India made in their power play. 44 for 1 Bangladesh. So there's a bit of a game break at this stage for India. Believably, with the ball in the last 13 overs. Last 12 overs actually just 87 runs were scored. Amazing work. Kuldeep now into the attack. Again the sweep. Full along the ground. And they come back for 2.
He is playing the sweep shot well. Takes a step across the off stump and then plays it. Look at that. Gets into position. And then anything from outside the off stump. It'll be interesting to see if could stop that by Abhishek. If Kuldeep will try and bowl him round his legs.
Now that's a top edge. There's a chance. Comfortable catch. Easily take attack. And as he so often does, has struck early.
Pulled his leg back. This time you can see that he pulled his leg back. The first one was 87 kilometers. This one was a little bit quicker. Look at this. He's pulled his leg back just a little bit. Not quite where the earlier delivery was. And Abhishek Sharma has taken much more difficult catches than this one. It's 46 for 2 in the 7th over. And Imon entertaining 21.
So they've lost their second wicket just outside that power play now have Bangladesh. Bedoy arrives at the crease. Played very well. They beat Sri Lanka in that last ball thriller here not so long ago. Kuldeep, of course, into the attack straight away. He's got a wicket first up. That'll make him feel a lot more comfortable. Very talented spin bowler. We always know that he's a strike rate bowler as well. Look at his career, 46 knocks, just over 1,000 runs, strike rate 124. A score against India, 63 not out. Just tucked around the corner. Kuldeep was certainly interested in a big shout with that one. Thought it was bat. I didn't think it was foot at all. I thought it was bat myself, and I think that's what he's just being told as well, with a smile on his face. Samson.
It'd be interesting to see even Suryakumar Yadav's. That is. Might have been pads. I think it's silver.
Streaming through for the first one, not there to come back for the second. Trying to put some pressure on the fielder. Here's a look at the wicket that's gone down recently.
He'd been using the sweep shot to good effect against Varun Chakravarti. But this one, he wasn't quite able to get it away.
End of that over, 5 from it, 49 for 2. Success, one with the wicket. Captain today, due to come next, Joker Ali. Hussain after that, and then Rashad Hussain. He can also wield the willow, so there's still some batting to come. Safe at the top, not out. Not out. On 20 the moment off 18. Akshar Patel. Patel into the attack. Deciding on the one. Such a nice, easy bowling action. Akshar Patel. High delivery point.
Yes, and he varies his pace because he's so tall and such a high release point. He doesn't really have to flight the ball. Very accurate as well.
There's the next three that I was just talking about. To be done by those three. The only two aware, these Bangladesh batsmen, how much India did slow up. 6.85 they were going at in their last 13 overs. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Darting in late.
It's a good bat. Tawfiq Fida is a very, very good bat. He's just coming to bat, but otherwise he'll move around the crease, throw the bowler off.
Plucking up another single. Yeah, because of those last 3 overs, 87 runs scored for the loss of 5 wickets, going at 6.69. They don't have to bat out of their skins right now. They've got to pace themselves where he'll Bangladesh and make sure they get a good partnership going. Flip that one away on the leg side. Tight over, 4 from it, 53 for 2.
Keep talking about India's batting ability. They keep coming, the class and just the sheer ability of Indian batters. But let's not forget the bowling side of things with India. Hardik Pandya bowled well, got the ball to swing. Well, Bumrah, the genius, did his stuff, 3 overs. But then Kuldeep Yadav, Varun Chakraborty, they keep coming thick and fine. Let's go down to Sanjana.
Thank you so much, Sanjay. Taking in this electric atmosphere here in Dubai is Bobby Deol and Raghav Juel with me. You've picked a great game to come watch the cricket.
I'm really having a great time. I've come to the stadium after like years and I feel like a little child right now. I'm getting all excited. You know, with every ball, it's just so much fun. I mean, we've all grown up playing cricket, so cricket is our life. You know, after acting, cricket.
Have you enjoyed?
Yes, suddenly Bobby sir has started acting like me. Because, so we are excited. This is my first time, you know, watching a match live. So I'm also feeling like I'm really childlike energy in me today.
इस स्टेडियम में आते ही एक जैसे लग रहा है कि हम वहाँ हैं तो मजा और आता है टीवी पर देख के वो फीलिंग नहीं आती
आपके लिए तो अच्छा है कि आपके तो चाहने वाले अंदर ही हैं खेल रहे हैं तो
नहीं पर क्या बॉलिंग की है बुमराह I mean everyone's playing well but Bumrah's that spell was really great.
Thank you so much. But it's 55 for 2 at the moment. What are your hopes, gentlemen, for Team India, and do you have a message for the side?
जीतेंगे 100% sir.
जीतेंगे I mean I just want them to play their best because it's a sport and you on a given day anything can happen but the way our team has been playing and performing and each and every player has been giving their best to the team so I'm sure they're going to win and it's going to be a great game.
या मेरे तो फेवरेट प्लेयर हैं बुमराह जी और सच्ची बताऊं तो मैं उन्हें बहुत पसंद करता हूं एंड मैं चाहूँगा मेरी एक सीरीज का आप डायलॉग बोल दें उनके लिए वो करेंगे प्लीज ओके सो डायलॉग है अक्खी दुनिया एक तरफ और आप बोलो
अक्खी दुनिया एक तरफ और मेरा बुमराह एक तरफ. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you enjoy the rest of the match. For now, it's back to you in the comment box.
Thank you so much, Sanjana. So that was great. So the whole world on one side and my Bumrah on one side. That is how that ended. Leading edge. Will that carry? Lucky for the batter, doesn't. 9 overs gone. 57 for 2 Bangladesh. We saw a lot of changes in the Indian batting order. They tweaked the batting order quite a bit today. With the bowling side of things, they've gone with their usual bowling changes. No surprises in that corner. Akshar Patel now in the attack.
Well, you mentioned, Sanjay, about the Indian batting, but and then you mentioned about the bowling. This is where India have the upper hand against a lot of sides. That is a very good hit. Very, very good hit. It's picked up length quickly. They need a few of that. Because if they allow the spinners to bowl, they'll get through their overs very quickly. And not only keep a check on the run rate, but also get wickets. So the odd calculated risk has to be taken. That's good strike.
He's a good player. Saif Hassan, we saw in the last game, player of the match. Said this before as well. He doesn't play the modern T20 game. Now that last shot was a proper pull shot deep inside the crease, and is a powerful striker of the ball. But invariably hits the ball straight. The way in the front. Very rarely you'll see him play the lap sweep or the paddle sweep. It's gone straight. And this is going to be out. Completely mistimed shot. And that's a big wicket because this guy can bat, Tauhid Hridoy. And Akshar Patel has picked him for India.
Yes, a double strike pretty quickly. Kuldeep Yadav getting a wicket, and now Akshar Patel. Spinners doing the job here in the middle overs, keeping a check on the run rate and chipping away at the wicket. So a double blow, and the required rate now just above 10. Bangladesh 65 for 3 as drinks come out onto the field.
Bangladesh struggling a little bit in this run chase. India didn't get enough runs on the board, but they're going to make 160 look like 200. The kind of class they have in the bowling as well. Every time their batters, Bangladeshi batters, have looked to up the ante, they've lost wickets. Bumrah getting one, Kuldeep Yadav has got one. Akshar Patel hasn't been the major wicket taker for India, but this is his last wicket.
Yes, and a good wicket, because Hridoy has the talent. He can play the big shots, play the long innings. So that's a heavy blow for Bangladesh.
He's a tall man, Akshar Patel. Love the reaction as well. They've just got that extra bounce with that horizontal batted shot that he attempted, Hridoy. In comes Shamim Hussain. Saif Hassan is still out there, losing wickets. Five. Nice shot to find. played a major role in the game and getting them back. The bottom iron. This guy. Especially going straight.
Clean hit there. Is picking his spots nicely. That's his area of strength. 39 from 28. He needs to go. He needs to keep going.
The great strength of Varun Chakraborty. He'll keep that ball in that exact same area from where the last ball was hit for a 6. Nothing can get him to go away from the length that he believes is the key to being effective and successful. We've got a slip now, Shubman Gill. 3 boundary riders on the leg side. We've got a slip now, Shubman Gill. Shot a left-hander, likes to play. 3 boundary riders on the leg side. We've got a slip now, Shubman Gill. Shot a left-hander, likes to play. He's in play. 3 boundary riders on.
As he's knocked back the off stump. One of his great strengths is to bowl wicket to wicket. He doesn't lead the stumps. And the leg stump has gone for a toss there. He's got a good temperament. He's got a good attitude. Even if he's hit, he'll keep coming at you. Bangladesh just losing their way now. 3 quick wickets. And there's 74 for 4.
Today's captain is batting at number 6, Jakar Ali. Quite a bit of experience for him. 350s at the T20 international level. Quick word on Varun Chakraborty. We had a chat with him before the game, couple of matches back, and he said the gospel for him in T20 bowling is not so much the line, but the length that he bowls. You have to watch the. He got the last wicket when we come back. 75 for 4. Akshar Patel. For a little while, but just the 1 run.
You can see the squeeze being put on by India now with their spinners. 3 wickets falling in quick succession. This is the last one, giving himself a little too much room. And Varun Chakraborty bang on the money.
Considering that earlier in that same over, Saif Hassan had got straight against him. Almost pulled off a brilliant catch there. Wasn't timed well enough. But good reactions from Akshar Patel.
He's a tall man, normally a very good fielder of his own bowling. Just out of his reach. Good effort though.
He's in it today. Been Varun Chakraborty and Kuldeep Yadav, the frontline spinners for India, but Akshar Patel today is looking the part.
The way he's improved a lot is the way he varies his pace and his lengths. Akshar Patel. Good effort.
Now this one, yeah, sailing over that fielder. Just for a moment we thought maybe he hasn't quite timed it. It's Saif Hassan again. Another big one. Down the pitch. His favorite hitting zone.
Yeah, while he's there, there's hope for Bangladesh. Again, going down the ground for 6. Preferring that area, a couple of 6s there.
Yeah, he wants to stay there for a while, maneuvering the strike as well. 12 overs gone, 85 for 4.
Overs done, 85 for 4 at the moment. India have been so good in this period throughout this whole Asia Cup, including today. In these middle overs, they've picked up 18 wickets now at an economy of just a shade under the 5.5 mark. Been absolutely superb in these middle overs, and of course the spinners again today that are leading by the charge. Bangladesh, on the other hand, losing a couple of wickets has put them on the back foot in this game. Quite a gap is building between both these sides at the moment. 116 plays, 87. Both 4 wickets down at the moment. Need 82 from 46 balls, so it's going to be a very special performance from here, presumably from Allen Strike. If they're going to get anywhere near it. That single almost to 50, almost to 50. He's been run out, trying to scramble through to get there. Pretty sure he's going to be on his way. Really good fielding. Big desperate dive, trying to steal that one for a mini milestone.
I'm satisfied. Batsman went out of his gun. I have a decision to the giant screen.
They've lost another one. And so the mainstay this time. Who is standing in today for Lytton Das, who's been run out for just 4, 87 for 5. Mohammad Saifuddin now to face the music. Now it's getting quite difficult for Bangladesh. 24 innings. Strike rate not particularly high. High score 39 not out against South African Bloemfontein. Bowling has just been brilliant at this stage.
Yeah, apart from that second wicket partnership of 42 between Imon and Saif Hassan, the innings never took off. The ball just going away from the left-hander. If you top four, either of the top four don't score, then this is the situation that you're going to find yourself in on a consistent basis. A lovely over, wicket and only 2 singles. 87 for 5.
Saif Hassan has played nicely, 49 off 35, strike rate of 140. Good shot, down the ground, nice and straight. He loves playing in that region. Really good work, first ball the over.
And with that 6, he brings up his 50 of just 36 deliveries. He needed some support from the others, but I can tell you one thing, he's doing his job. He's played some lovely shots and he's targeted that down the ground in the way. Once again, goes over the top of the bowler for the maximum.
Yeah, drafted in for the last couple of games. He wasn't in the lineup actually, and they suddenly thought he was doing a fine job.
That's it.
Doing a fine job on the nets and his attitude, and I thought he was putting a lot of thought into the processes he was going through to get his runs that he needed. Put him in the lineup and he's played really well. Going downtown again. It's gone a little bit higher this time. And 6 more. Great connection.
Yeah, the way he has batted in the previous game and also tonight, it seems pretty easy for him.
After about 2 years. Using that onto the onside, brings up the 3 figures for Bangladesh. 100 for 5 they are now.
Yeah, what he needs to do is bat just till the very end. And if he can manage to hold on and bat till the very end, then probably they'll have some sort of chance. Still a long way off. 69 of 38. Just run rate. But if you have a couple of big overs, then that run rate comes down. He needs to bat also sensibly. Mohammad Saifuddin.
Flipping that one around on the leg side just for the single. Brings Saif back on strike. 5 6s he's got now. 3 4s. And there's 42% of his runs. Correction, 62 in that V. Really good stuff down the ground. It's really good work. 5 6s again, doing the right thing, getting another single. 15 off the over, 102 for 5. Really good over that last one for Bangladesh. 67 from 36. That's what they require. resting on this man's shoulders. 63 not out of 40. That's going to be called a wide. If he's still there when they get to the final 4 or 5 overs, then it's going to be interesting, because India have had their problems bowling to the death. They've been going at 10.13 runs per over at the death. The most expensive of all the teams in the Super 4s. However, it's going to need 2 players, I think, to be playing really well for Bangladesh at that stage.
It's all about how do you, as a batter, absorb the pressure. You spoke about those last few overs where India have leaked runs more than any other team in this edition of the Asia Cup. It'll be interesting to see how Saif Hassan, especially the right-hander, goes from here on.
A little bit quicker that time for Kuldeep. That's clever.
So what is he going to do next, Saif Hassan? Is he thinking to go for a big shot or to rotate the strike?
Bumrah's got 1 over left. A little bit flatter. Not quite out of the middle, probably just as well, otherwise that would have carried. Missile, the run out, the big dive.
Kumar Yadav getting the direct hit.
Little too eager maybe to get that extra run for 50. Might have been the cause of that. He's really done a very good job, Kuldeep, as he always does. He's in the spotlight again tonight. It's a crucial time for him to bowl. 2 balls left in his 3rd over. Numbers are good at 1 for 13. He's always a potential wicket taker, such as his variety, such as the spinny and parts on deliveries.
He has been the leading wicket taker in this Asia Cup. He had 9 wickets at economy of 6 before this. In this Asia Cup, no question about that.
Good work, Junaid Siddiqui at number 2 in the lineup for UAE. Top over this, 5 from it so far. Nicely fielded by Bumrah. Just the single. 6 from the over is really good. 108 for 5. I was talking about how good India have been in this period throughout this tournament, the wickets they've been taking, and also the run rate being so slow. They got a good start, and from that moment on they were going at 10 and over actually for the next 8 overs in the middle overs. It's been a little bit more difficult today when you're playing against a side like India, when you've got Kuldeep around and Varun and also Akshar Patel. A little bit of tap for Akshar Patel today, 37 off his 4 overs. Bumrah set a terrific tone right at the top. That's the equation. 61 required from 30 balls. Need to go at plenty per over. First ball. Let's pick that up. May well be out. No. Grassed. Not a great deal of talking going on down there.
Yeah, I thought maybe there was a bit of a misunderstanding. We also saw Hardik Pandya going close to Shivam Dube. Because this should have been taken. And it also comes from the bat of Saif. Look at him, Hardik Pandya. And in the last one, realized there is somebody right in front of him. And he drops it. He could not latch onto it.
Down 5 catches in the last game. The game against Pakistan was quite extraordinary to see catches like that go down for India. Bit of a shock, really. hasn't got hold of that. That time it's caught. Tilak's taken that catch quite comfortably. Ball before was dropped. Next ball, not so.
Yeah, no real power in that shot played by Mohammad Saifuddin. The fielder at long on had to come in, and probably come in 15 or 20 yards to take that catch. Yeah, that's off the back foot. Not really timing it. Too easy for Tilak Varma. Hangs on to it. Goes for 4. It's 109 for 6.
Shah Hussain is a naturally an aggressive player. Thinking about coming back for the second, but it wasn't there.
Yes, this required run right now above 13 runs in an over. Both the batters will be hoping and looking to play some big shots.
He hits this one straight up, I think. Keeper wants it. Samson says, mine. Oh, and he can't get there. That's another one down. Straight away he called for it. He was sprinting after it and just couldn't quite get there. Think he got a fingertip on it at the end.
Story of drop catches keep going on. This is the second drop catch in this over. Just for a moment it thought maybe the bowler would have gone on, but he said it's mine, and doesn't really get underneath it.
He would have caught so many of those at training, so many. Couldn't grab that one. Hard along the ground, straight to the fielder, just going to be the one. Need to keep trying to pick up boundaries. It's a tough call from here. Shade under 14 of the over. Another look at that drop from Samson. He made the ground okay, stopped there, and then the last minute had to grab. To heave that on the onside. Just the one, only 4 and a wicket off that over, 112 for 6.
.57 needed from 24. Here's Kuldeep. That's up in the air. Tilak Varma coming underneath it. Makes no mistake. He's one of the best catchers, safe as houses. So Rashad Hussain has to depart, and the spinners have really spun a web around the Bangladesh middle order. Wickets have tumbled, and number 7 goes down.
Yeah, haven't been at their best with the catching side of things, but Tilak Varma, as you said, Ravi, one of the best in the side. Settled us underneath it nicely, made good ground early, settled himself, and took it comfortably. Not always easy in this stadium, but ones that go a lot higher seem to be slightly easier. Rashad Hussain gone for 2, 112 for 7.
So Kuldeep Yadav. Bowled in, 2-2. He's on a hat-trick. Does Tanzim come? Tanzim goes.
Yeah, swinging across the line. He gets that wrong and absolutely spot on first up. Watch it out of the back of the hand. Pitches around about leg stump. Just spins off of middle. The longer order batters find it very difficult to play good, high quality wrist spin. And this man, one of the best, on a hat-trick as Tanzim Hassan Saqib goes. Without scoring, 112 for 8 now.
So Nasser Mohammed on strike. In his T20 career. There's 2 hat-tricks in one-day internationals. T20, the only man to take a hat-trick against Bangladesh was Deepak Chahar. You mentioned catching. That's a very important point here. A lot of teams that come here practice a lot of high catching because the ring of